Alright. I think we're back. Just trying to get the stream up on the laptop.
We've got things to do.
Yeah,
Rimsky, O'Halloran.
fix that
Intelligence has
description and all
information
that
on a
thing.
stolen car racket.
Peanuts are walking down the street.
You know the way. You can drive. An abandoned vehicle. Catch all the good ones. Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle?
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
This is car.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Get out of the way, Bukowski.
I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Right. If the stream's all sorted, should be good to go. Alright. Oh shit. Come out.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs. Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
The
What
stroll
exactly
on
happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyway, last night I see
These
this
damn
brand
kids.
spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Well, then how'd you know they were obscenities then?
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
No.
You went out to
you
the
did.
car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was
Bit of
old, but it
flattery,
looked
mate.
brand
Gets you a
new.
long way.
Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
What is that face?
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? You want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
So he's like, what is these descriptions? Slim hips, dark, good look. Jesus Christ. So he's a fucking, dare I
I think we've run
say
this
it,
place dry. Let's find a
a
game
PDF
well.
file.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's
School?
it about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Oof.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Any messages?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706 was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
An audience, eh?
Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
We'll go. I can give this guy his audience first, shall we? The Argentinian consul, whatever his name is. Ah, Stefan. Mikowski, what are you... Get the... Oh my god, what are you doing, man? Come on, let's go.
You can drive.
Ah, he's coming. Sweet. God damn it, Stefan. Bukowski. Stefan Bukowski.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm gonna go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Well, you're on the traffic desk. Like, isn't that mostly to do with cars? Like, and car-related crime? It's like, it's pretty standard, I would think, for our job. Anyway. What was the first case we did? Some bloke faking his death so he could leave his wife for his mistress. Like, yeah, I guess that's a bit like fraud and all that.
Francisco
Yeah,
Valdez in for questioning.
it's a bit of an intrigue.
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
And two, yeah.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
Oh,
I'm Detective
senior,
Phelps, and this is
alright.
Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Oh, full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Nah.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayer.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, cheers.
Consul General, we have located
Pay
your car.
taxes for
Can
that
you tell
shit.
us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
Yeah, I don't like this guy. Bad copy.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect
Second time I'll say I
disgruntled
want to knock him
car
around.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico, a presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
Ugh, they say the punchlines for me.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
That's the best one yet. You young boys. Oh, can I even say
Danny,
that? I
Ben,
don't even know.
Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel,
Jesus Christ.
spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General. Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
I like that guy.
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
Mr. Valdez moves in some peculiar circles for an international bon vivant.
Ah, English, please.
See, this is why nobody invites you out for drinks.
It's just very industrious of him to be so involved in matters of consular transportation.
All right, you're making it worse now. I think what you're trying to say is that lover boy in there is as full of crap as a Christmas goose.
That as well.
What is this dialogue? It's like, I'm assuming Team Bondi wrote this dialogue, because I'm pretty sure Rockstar mostly just published the game. It's just... like, yeah, it's different. It's sort of different to a GTA game, but, like, yeah. Because the Team Bondi is an Australian team, so I don't know how much, like, Australian influence would have went into this writing. Because, like, this is just straight up American LA
Don't tell me,
stuff.
let me guess.
I don't know.
You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
Salesman.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Fucking car salesman. So annoying.
We keep all our tools in here.
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Oh, that's my guy.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies.
Yeah.
How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Look at his face.
But I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
Don't slow down on yourself.
You found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Really? You see that guy behind you?
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves your head in a car door.
Okay,
Oh, I'd
all
love
right.
to see that.
Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Oh, really?
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
It's just funny, like, we got this dodgy car salesman, we got this fucking Argentinian consul that fucking...
You drive. I need to go over the case
It's a PDF
notes.
file.
Do we know where
But
we're going?
the person we're ultimately after is just the guy that stole the car. Like, yeah.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
Right. 3D is a gimmick. It was cool the first two times, maybe. Now it's just like, hurts your bloody eyes. Remember, it just used to be a thing for every movie you'd go to. It has 3D, and you got these fucking Oakley-ass looking glasses, and you're like, this wasn't that good. Like, you can tell most of these movies weren't originally filmed to be 3D. It's terrible.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
No business.
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Oh, 3, 3, yep. FBI, open up!
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado
Rodriguez.
here? Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Miss Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
The broad.
So how far along are you, Anna?
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Who leaves that sitting there for so long? It's like a bowl of cereal too. Yuck. He's got the wheels and the plates. Maybe it should be out here. Yep. Hello, nurse.
Looks like Valdez
Nice
gets his
white
wheel back.
walls.
Diplomatic license plates.
Yep.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said to his friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man doing it. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Maricon.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives
Jeez.
here, but he hasn't come
Ruthless.
home. I swear it.
The brand of justice from Cole Phelps. Well, yeah, he was here because of the breakfast.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is! If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on First and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an active file.
Busting up a street race,
You know what the kid
baby.
is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
And you thought we had a boring
Can you drive to
race.
this one?
So where you want to go?
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Stefan's been married? What's going on?
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Coming for that ass. I'm joining the race.
Quick! They're getting away!
I'm gonna win this
Phelps,
race.
1247. Requesting assistance at First and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. Getting away.
Jesus Christ, why is this guy trying to take me out?
Gonna lose him.
Fuck off me
We
ass.
shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around.
Oh,
The next
God,
16-year-old I have to
Jesus.
steal off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Delgado was our boy. Forget the others.
Can't have a game in LA without the bloody tunnels.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Time.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Damn it.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Oh, no, got him. Come here. Get back here.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
Yeah, you probably should have. Give me the evidence.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickback, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Yay, gold star. Oh, look at that perfect run. Perfecto.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want Liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend Liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Oof. Yeah, screw this officer bullshit. Get in the thick of it, Jackie boy. Oh, Kelso. Next case. What do we got? Ooh. God damn. That's a hit and run.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
Hit and run victim. Let's do it.
You know the way. You can drive.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
Well, the girl from the last case.
She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Ooh. Bad boy Cole. I guess those people have to talk
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old. She left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement
Wizard of
later.
Oz.
Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Would have been recent in this time period. References.
Phelps?
Landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Life insurance.
Patterson has life insurance.
Oh, I've got his wallet, boys.
We can notify next of kin.
I'm gonna take the money. Damn.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
He's in a hurry.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
I remember the knife, mate.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case,
steak
Phelps.
knife.
Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Yeah, I believe you.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Another newspaper, we got more Dr. Fontaine and Courtney Sheldon.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I think that's...
I was expecting more,
I'm pretty sure that's Micah from Red Dead Redemption 2. Like the guy that playing the doctor.
I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Shades of grey. It's back here.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Classic.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
I've said this in previous streams, but
Mrs. Patterson home.
Yeah, I don't provide too much commentary unless I got a nice, like unless I got a joke or like a general thought on something. But yeah, as we don't have many chatters as of yet in the chat to respond to, like yeah, we won't provide too much commentary. We'll just like try
What can
and
you
run
tell
it
me
as
about
quick
the
as we
accident?
can.
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking
What does that
alone?
mean?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton. 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks. Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Find anything?
In business.
You can drive.
There.
And where exactly are we going?
Let's go see the wife, shall we?
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Handling for Lester was like waiting for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk.
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr.
What
Sabo.
about that bloody knife I found, eh?
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
You'll leave after I use your phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you.
Jeez. Cole, what are you doing?
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed? Lucky break getting partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight.
Is that where the house was? Right around the corner? Or did it just cut off? Anyway. So we just camped out for a few hours. Why did he wait 3 hours? Is that how long it took him to pack his bags?
That's
Longer
the
than
bitch
that.
right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Suitcase at
The
me?
coward thinks he can run from everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come back here now, Shelton. I'm going on you.
Enough games, folks. Take this guy out. No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Oh, bastard. Okay, on the next one.
All right, I give up.
Get out
Hands
of the
behind your
car
head.
now.
That's it. Cuff him in. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge. Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
Going to the mall, baby. Get in, Stefan.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Bloody bitch.
You can drive.
Dun, dun,
And where exactly are we going?
Alright, time for this charade to come to an end.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo.
Jeez. Come here, Sabo.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Was that a backfire? Someone just said the civilian. Let's knock that guy over. Okay. Oh, God damn it.
You stay back. I'll ice this one, I don't care.
Put the weapon down now. You want to back off, right?
Gotcha, bitch. Is that good or bad?
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Well, I guess it had to be done. He was gonna kill that lady. And I've kept the DA happy with a hit and run, I suppose.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing
Don't
at
even get
face
to
value.
charge anyone
You keep
for it, though.
digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Oh, you get used to the pump-ups, mate, you know? Good shit. Oh, practically flawless. I wonder how many we got left on the traffic desk. Because, hopefully, can do the rest of the traffic discs before we have to in-stream. Because I did say in part 1 that I was going to get off because I was a bit tired and I have to work tomorrow, but that ended up not being the case, so I'm still working tomorrow, but just couldn't wait. I just wanted to play this game again.
Kowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more vent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
He pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe.
There's all the cars back then, they're so... They just look all the same.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one. What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress? Well, Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week. Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having her death strewn
We
all
were
over
talking
the
about the
front
Black
page.
Dahlia. Yeah. I think that's still unsolved to this day. I think they had like a suspect list of fucking over 200 people long. Bloody crazy.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it.
Car chase, baby.
Remember, you need them healthy
Oh,
enough
he
to
like
answer
waited
questions.
to pull off.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Yeah, they are.
Let's do his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Trying. Keep pitted.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Out of the car now.
Get out.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Really?
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
Hand him over. Oh, the old pink slip.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
Alrighty.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I
Hard
ran
on
because
you.
I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Yeah.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut. Faggot's possession is evidence. Have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
My father's very important.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
What? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Ooh, biting social commentary. Another bloody car salesman. Well, I guess we are on the traffic desk.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke, too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
What the fuck was that supposed to be?
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
God, we ain't got your teeth bleached, did you? You fucking Jesus Christ.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Alright, marquee printing, I gotta go. What's this?
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Alright, bang!
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried
I
and
recognize
harassed,
this actor.
in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place
I'm
to
guessing
go.
he's more
You
like
get to
a
know
TV actor, though. You know?
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
That's pretty smart.
This was all above board.
Yes. Of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day.
It's too funny.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Are there any messages for me?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, ma'am.
Got another bird in the hand, eh? I'll race you, Stefan.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let's go see this address that they've got on the pink slips.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Smart. Very, very smart. Use that advice, people. If you want to get something done quick and get them out of there quick and easy, just be annoying. Just be really obnoxiously annoying.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Oh, I thought I was driving.
You know the way.
Put
You
me
can
in
drive.
the bloody driver's seat.
So where do you want to go?
As he said, let's go see what this Velasco kid's got to say. Alright. So that guy just walked through me. Classic.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
It's like he's running out of breath when he's about to finish the sentence. Stolen papers.
Crummy bastard.
What?
James
What did I do?
Velasco? I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Well, it's the same address too.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Gene Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
Yes.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up. Now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid. Let's see what we can do. All right, James. We're gonna check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightfall. Gordon Lightfall. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Oh, I'll just run then.
Once a 5-star.
Out of the way.
Must have escaped from the... Are you?
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made zero. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
Suck my...
Trying my patience here, Gene. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street. Big warehouse full of goons. Now you've got what you want. Can I go? Please?
No, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Gene. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
Can you drive to this one?
Got a mark.
Do we know where we're going?
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait. Scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
Standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Such a 1940s fucking detective. I love it. I got that. I'm a bloody straight-laced fucking Boy Scout. Cole Phelps, and my plan was just a boozer. Well, I guess that's why I'm supposed to keep my mind clear of these things.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
Ah, yes, Gordon Lightfoot. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall. Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Velasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We'd like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive employees.
of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well. This really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Certainly encourage you in business, Lightball. This is Bigelow. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Well, I guess we're gonna see this Bigelow guy. Fireproof.
You're behind the wheel.
Warehouse. That's pretty
Where are we
classic.
going?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm not providing much in the way of commentary or any quips tonight, but yeah, it is getting late, but I do want to finish the traffic desk before I go to bed. But so yeah, it's all good. I'm a bit of a night owl. I'm usually up at these times.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around.
Alright, so they were Marines. As I said in the last video, were Marines a thing back then? Yeah.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown.
Think so, huh? It's the cops.
Jesus.
How long do you think you can hold out?
There, line them up.
Yes.
Got you, Phelps.
Throw out the guns.
Let's clear the top floor. I want to get grilled on the back of the way.
Oof. That guy, severely unlucky. Come here.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot.
Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. You'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy, I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there.
What do you mean?
You're right. He has no luck.
I was just...
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, Detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am
I? Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, the contracts will be all over. Lightball plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right, and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
5 years or less, not bad. Basically run a whole stolen car operation. We're gonna get old light for him.
Are you gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
Wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Anyway. Back for your light phone.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper. You
need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Behind your back, boy.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
He's loving it, old Captain Leary. I think I'm going to call the stream now. I did not expect that case to go on for so long. I'm pretty sure there's one more case on the traffic desk, so we'll do that tomorrow after I finish work. And then probably do a couple cases from the homicide desk, which I'm pretty sure is after traffic. So, yep. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream, whoever's here. And, yeah. tune back in tomorrow night.